they built the modern world. They survived wars, economic crashes, and massive cultural shifts. But there is one battle the baby boomer generation is fighting in complete silence: the inability to talk about their feelings. Have you ever tried to ask your dad or mom how they are really doing, only to get a simple "I'm fine"? Today, we are diving deep into the psychology of human behavior to understand why baby boomers never talk about their feelings. And the answer might completely change how you see your parents. To understand the baby boomers generation, we have to look at how they were raised. The silent generation versus baby boomers is a classic debate, but both shared one core rule: survival. In the 1950s and 60s, emotions were a luxury. Men were providers, women were homemakers, and vulnerability was seen as a dangerous weakness. They were taught to swallow their pain, put on a brave face, and keep moving forward. But what happens to the human mind when you swallow your pain for 60 years? The psychological toll is heavier than anyone realizes. This is where the psychology of human behavior gets fascinating. Carl Jung, one of the founders of modern psychology, talked about the shadow, the parts of ourselves we hide and repress. For baby boomers, emotional vulnerability became their shadow. They locked it away in a mental cage to survive. But modern research, like the groundbreaking work of Brené Brown on the power of vulnerability, shows us that hiding emotions doesn't make them go away. It makes them toxic. Brené Brown's research proves that emotional vulnerability is not weakness, it is our most accurate measure of courage. The baby boomers versus Gen Z conflict isn't just about technology or work ethics. It is about emotional expression. Gen Z demands emotional transparency, while boomers were programmed for emotional stoicism. So, how do we bridge this gap? It starts with understanding. If you are a boomer watching this, it is okay to drop the armor. And if you are a child of a boomer, realize that their silence isn't a lack of love. It is a survival mechanism they never learned how to turn off. What is the hardest thing you have ever tried to say to your parents? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to understand the hidden psychology of the people around you,